111-87 loss. Knicks go down in Portland. Hit us up, man. Let us know your thoughts on this.
Word. Word. What's going on? What's going on?
Knicks Fan TV in the building. CP here. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show on the other side of the glass. Jay, what's good, my dude?
Yo.
111-87 loss. The tank is rolling along the West Coast. What'd you see out there, man?
I saw a lot, man. First and foremost, my guy Frank Ntilikina got his first start. Yeah, man.
Well, let's back up and, send some thoughts and prayers to Courtney Lee and his family. They said his father passed away, so that's never an easy thing, man. So let's definitely salute Courtney Lee. He definitely deserves the love tonight.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, most definitely. Yo, shout outs, thoughts and prayers to my guy, thoughts and prayers to my guy, Courtney Lee and your fan, bro. Condolences to you and your fan, bro. I hope you doing well. I hope you. I never know to say in those situations, bro. I never know to say in those situations. Bless you and the family, man. Hope you bless you and the family, man. Never get over that, but I'm with you, man. Knicks Nation is with you, bro. I'm with you, man. Knicks Nation is with you, bro. So yeah.
Let's get into it.
My guy Frank. He started his first game. In Courtney Lee's day. And as soon as the game started, the impact was felt. Defensively, he had a tall task and guarded. He had a tall task and guarded the first or second play of the game. Frank had a deflection. Frank had a deflection.
Hold up, Jay. Just the audience, they saying they're hearing you twice. Hold up, let me hold on 1 second. Let me even this out. Little technical difficulties on the program. All good. Appreciate the feedback. All right, let's try it again. If you're on YouTube, let me know how Jay is coming through. Jay, go ahead, bro.
All right, man. Can you hear me out there? Clear, nice and clear. All right, so first and foremost, Frank had to start 2 spots today, and he had an immediate impact. I felt on the defensive end, at least. He had the tall task of guarding C.J. McCullough, and the first or the second play, I don't remember exactly, but the first or second play, he caused a turnover right away that led into a fast break, which was nice. He had his hands on a few basketballs in that first quarter in general. Unfortunately, though, Frank got the bad end of a lot of bad calls from the refs. The refs, they were kind of anticipating the foul calls a lot and not just waiting for the actual foul to occur. There was one play where Turner, I think, was trying to post him up or something, and he jumped in the air, and Frank kind of jumped too. Turner pump faked. I'm sorry. Frank jumped, but he missed his whole body completely, but the ref called the foul, and that was Frank's second foul that caused Frank to go to the bench. And we actually got to see some Dotson minutes today. Dotson got to play. He didn't get Noah. He didn't get Willie. He actually played 15 minutes or so.
Dotson logged 18 minutes for Dotson, 28 for Frank.
Yeah, man. Free my man Dot. Give that man some minutes. I know we out here trying to. Jeff is out here trying to develop Courtney Lee. I don't understand why at this point in the season Courtney Lee is getting that many minutes. I understand that he is a great player in general, but at this time of the season, man, it's time for other players to get some burn. So players like Dot and Cornette need to really get some burn.
We got to play the youth, man. That's why that whole the whole thing about trading Dotson, that whole thing was laughable to me, just for the simple fact that the kid hasn't even played. So I don't know, that might have just been that might have just been Dotson's agent just kicking it out there trying to get that kid some run, man, because it just made no sense why the trade rumors would be there. He has no trade value. But I want to see this kid play, man. I feel like he has some potential. I feel like he has something to bring to the team. I definitely want to see this kid play for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. I felt like in the summer league he showed me something. In the summer league, I remember there was one game in the summer league he wasn't doing so well. Then the game was on the line. I looked up. he had 9 points in under a minute. And I was like, whoa. And then I looked at the box score. He had like 9 rebounds. And I'm just like, all right, well, maybe there's something here. And I was really excited to see him play before we signed Hardaway anyway. And he gets here, but gets no minutes. So he got some minutes today. Unfortunately, I didn't really see. I really wanted him to shine on the offensive end. I've seen him do some nice things defensively. The coach always talks about how the team doesn't play defense. Dotson gives you defense. Unfortunately, though, his shot just hasn't been falling, man. It just hasn't. It's been falling in the G League.
Shot definitely hasn't been falling at the pro level for sure.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that. He's a sharpshooter. He has a reputation as a sharpshooter. So you think it has to, kind of kick in at some point. Shooters just don't, go away. That touches just go away. So you're hoping it will come back at some point, but he didn't show it that game.
Facts. What'd you see from Timmy tonight? Let's go to Timmy Hardaway Jr. Timmy logged in. Let's see what was Timmy's stats tonight. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, minus 26 on the night. The team high for Tim Hardaway Jr. What'd you see from Timmy out there?
It was a tale of two Timmys, man. The tale of two Timmys. Basically, at first, Tim Hardaway, was playing really good defense in the first quarter. He was pretty focused. Him and CJ McCullough, they kind of practiced in the offseason, so I feel like there might be some little rivalry duel thing going on over there. But he did pretty well in the first half. I believe he was part of that charge in the second quarter when the Knicks made a little push. It's crazy with Timmy. The thing about Timmy is it's that good and the bad, man, because sometimes he goes off and he hits these quick shots that you don't want him to take, and he makes them. And it kind of reinforces like that it's okay for him to take him sometime, and then he'll end up taking him a little too much. But so in the first half, he was hitting all those quick shots and it was dropping. Second half,
you got to chucking.
You got to chuck in those same looks. Those same looks, and it's crazy too because the shots look good. The shots look good, but they just wasn't dropping in the second half. But those are the tales of two Timmys.
Yeah, I mean, I like Timmy's aggressiveness, man. But you know my gripes with him already, man. It's the erraticness. It's the he make two and then he'll try to hit a turnaround 1-footer. Some craziness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wish he was just a bit more. If he was just a bit more sound fundamentally and just more heady out there, he would be a good player for this team, consistent player for this team.
Most definitely, man, a consistent player for this team. I would love for him to kind of pull it back sometimes, know when to attack the basket a little bit more, and not just settle for the jumper. But it's really hard to tell with Timmy when he's on and when he's not. So, but that's my evaluation of Timmy. It's funny because also what I noticed today too was Beasley. I didn't see the last game because I missed the last post game because my mom was sick. I had to go see about my mom.
Oh yeah, I hope everything went well with that, man, for sure.
Yeah, she's out of hospital today. Shout out to my mom. Mom Dukes, love your moms. But so I didn't see what happened in the Sacramento game. But Beasley came out and said that he wasn't getting enough shots. And I had a talk on a podcast about this earlier. Beasley is used to playing with Jared Jack, who gives him the ball in certain spots, right? And he's also used to playing with Frank Ntilikina. When Frank Ntilikina was playing the point guard, Frank Ntilikina wasn't the type of person who was going to take a lot of shots. He was the type to kind of like have Beasley in the post and give him the ball, get out the way. Trey Burke is more of a shooting shot first point guard. Moutier, he hasn't really been passing the ball to Beasley that much. So that's why you hear that statement he said before where he says the team isn't passing the ball. In reality, the team is passing the ball.
Just not to him, man.
Just not to you.
yo, and the irony of the whole thing is here we are now praising Jared Jack's ability to set up the offense, which I always said he did. He had his limitations on defense. He had his limitations offensively. We knew that. But one thing he did well, especially in the first half when this team was going on those runs at home, he was setting the team up He was getting the team in their half-court sets. He was the leader. He was the coach's ears, the coach's eyes out there on the court. And now we're seeing continued ineptitude at the point guard position to get guys, some good looks. And now Beasley's complaining. The wrong guy to be complaining, but he's complaining.
Right. So Jeff is out here saying play some more defense, which is absolutely correct because in the first half,
he needs to play, especially the Sacramento game, man. He played like a dog.
He played like a dog. I read something that he said he played well in the fourth quarter, but not the first three or something like that.
That's just the coach trying to put some positive feedback on top of the negative, the negative feedback because the negative was so great.
That's your take on it. Okay. Well, this game, I'm not sure how many shots he took. Maybe you can look that up. But in this game, it looked like there was more of an effort to give Beasley the ball in certain spots. So I definitely know he had more than 7 shots today.
Yeah,
I know that.
Beasley went 8 for 13 from the arc. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 dimes, minus 16 on the night. So a little bit better effort. I mean, obviously the minus 16 is still there, but a little bit better effort on the offensive end. My man Lane Firth from the YouTube chat, a.k.a. Ceremony, all the way from Australia. My man says Beasley got to go, man. What's your take on that, man?
Mimi, I like Beasley. Me personally, I like Beasley. I feel like he worked his way into a nice role in this team in the first half of the season. Now, the second half of the season is going to be different because we have new players. He really worked with Jack running the point and Frank running the point, but now he's going to have to find his niche with Trey Burke running the backup point and Moody running the point. And if he can't find his niche in that area, then maybe we have to rethink where Beasley lies, because Beasley's main tool is scoring, right? Facts. He's a scorer. He gets to put the ball in the bucket. Trey Burke comes in now. Trey Burke is a scoring guard. So now there's like a competition on who can score off the bench or who needs to touch us off the bench. So I feel like even today, you can see that Burke was concentrating more on giving Beasley the ball, and you're wondering if he can balance that yet, because Trey Burke had an off-scoring night today. And you're wondering if it's because he's concentrating so much on setting Beasley up that he's not getting his own shots or getting his own flow, or maybe it's because the braids out and he lost the Iverson powers. I don't know.
Trey came with the afro tonight.
Yeah, man.
Trey came out with the fro tonight, but I mean, last 3 games, I think Trey's been kind of struggling, man. Let's go into Trey Burke. So we have 4.7 dimes tonight. 2 for 12, though. Offense is his strength. 2 for 12 on the offensive end. That's not a good shooter night. But I feel like the last 3 games, let's look at his last 3 games. Clippers game, 12 points, 2 dimes. Okay. Off the bench, 19 minutes off the bench. Not too bad. Sacramento game, 11 points, 6 dimes. Okay, not too bad. And then tonight, 4.7 dimes. I don't know if it's the wrist injury that's been hampering him or what, but he seems a little bit off his game lately. I'm not sure. What's your take on Trey?
Oh, he has a wrist injury? I was not.
It looks so. I mean, the wrist looked taped up, so it looks so for sure.
To me, it looked like he was doing his usual. Like I said, to me, it looked like he was concentrating more today on setting Beasley up and getting Beasley the ball in the spots. Even in some places, I felt like he should attack more. Like there was one play where Beasley and Trey were kind of in the same spot in the corner, and the spacing was a little wrong, and it looked like he was trying way too long to get the ball to Beasley in that section. And I felt like maybe he should have tried to make his own play there. We ended up scoring anyway on a Frank jump shot, but there were certain plays where I felt like, you know what, maybe ease off of Bees a little bit. But you know what? Hopefully he'll find that balance. But for me, it seems like that's going to be the next gear for Trey. Finding that balance between setting up your teammates. Or you know what? It's growing pains with the... You know what? He sets up teammates well in pick and roll without a problem.
Yeah, I think pick and roll is definitely Trey's strength. I
Right.
think his thing is going to be keeping his man in front of him first and foremost, and just continuing to run the offense. We know he can score, but I think the next evolution of his game, if he can round out his game and be a more consistent, average 5, 6 to 7 dimes a night, I think he could really lead this team off the bench going forward.
I agree with you. And today, I don't know, man. Today was just not fair, man. The Portland took it to us, bro. The Knicks did their usual, fought back. Halftime, the game was respectable.
And this was a Portland team coming off a back-to-back. They were just in L.A. last night.
Yeah, man. Portland's just good, bro. I don't know. YouTubers, whoever's listening right now, tell me what's your perspective on it. I felt like, in my perspective, it looked like Hornacek got in that ass on the Knicks, but it just didn't matter because Portland had more talent. That's what it looked like to me. Because especially in the second half, it felt like we were scrambling. We were scrambling to get our defensive rotations, but it didn't matter. They was hitting step back threes on us, and when it did miss, we were out of position because we were scrambling so much to get a rebound. Portland got an offensive rebound and put back, and that was the game. So that's what I saw from this game in particular.
Seemed like it's been a while since we won in Portland, man. I got to look up the stats on that. When was the last time we even won in Portland, bro?
I don't even know. That's a good stat. That's a good something nice to look up because I know Damian's been in the league in a minute and he's been the killer for a while. So I don't know. That's a great question. Great. I'd like to know that too.
All right, let's go to Enes the Menace. Kanter finished 18 points, 11 rebounds. Typical Kanter night, minus 11 on the night. Nurkic was giving them a little problems, down the stretch. Minus 13. What'd you see from Enes tonight?
I saw Enes did his thing. Enes did his Enes, man. He did it. He shot well. He rebounded well. He challenged some shooters. I saw him actually close out hard on shooters. He actually tried to challenge Dame for threes, but Dame, he was a step slow on that. But I applaud his effort for trying to go all the way out to the top of the 3-point line and challenge it. I didn't really see them run much pick and roll with him. So I didn't see that like I'm in trouble Enes in the middle pick and roll thing. I don't know where to go. Today was more about getting out there on the perimeter for him and getting those rebounds, and he put out a solid effort on defense today in my eyes. But Portland is Portland, man. YouTubers, let me know if you saw what I saw, if you saw something different.
It's a tough team, man. This guy Damian Lillard is such a beast, man. 37 points tonight, plus 14 on the night. 10 for 18 from the field. 8 from 11 for 11 from downtown.
Yo, man.
I love this kid's game, bro. Love this kid's game.
Yo, he looked like the third quarter he was just toying with us, man. There was one play where Beasley was guarding him. He was selling him as tight as you think. Beasley was moving his feet. Like, Dame drove by him, reset, drove by him again, and caught the end. I was just like, oh, man. You just shake your head like, it's just like a cat with a ball of yarn.
That's dropping dimes, man. That's dropping dimes, bro.
And then the step back threes from him and McCullough and Jesus.
Facts. All right, man. Let's get to this elephant in the room, man. This kid Moutier. Boy, oh boy. 3 points, 6 turnovers, 4 dimes, 1 for 9 from the field, minus 13 on the night. What's really good with this guy, man? I mean, are we gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that he's new? He's just starting. He just gotta get it together, or I mean, what's really going on, man?
I mean, it's rough, man.
It's looking ugly out there, man.
He needs to get in the gym and work on that jump shot. I know Jeff Hornacek is working on his jumper before that Golden State game, and he hit a few in a row, and he was on fire. And I'm like, oh, maybe we jogged something loose. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Hornacek is good for something. Maybe he's a shooting coach. But I don't know. Ever since that magic wore off, it's been, I don't know. It's crazy because when he was reading the stats on Moutier before the trade, he was reading that his 3-point percentage has improved. He was reading his jump shooting has improved. But see, like, all right, you felt like maybe something is to come. Maybe he's on the cusp on the uptick. But maybe those numbers are the way they are because he's only playing 15 minutes a game in the Nuggets, and he's not able to sustain that for 27 minutes in a long period of time and start a role. We'll see if he actually gets better. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to happen this. To me, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen this season, man.
My thing with him is like, how you coming in here? How is the coach talking about this kid is out of shape? Like, how you out of shape and the season's almost over? Like I said, listen, man, I'm not a basketball expert, but I just know that I would assume that you would eventually, you might not start the season in shape, but I mean, we all summer long we watch Melo and them guys at Jumpman 23. The Black Ops. These dudes, they getting after it every day.
Yeah, man, they going in.
What is the excuse? You 21.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's because he's been playing 15 minutes a game. I'm not in the NBA, so I don't know how it is to have your body ready for a 30-minute running instead of a 15-minute running. I don't know if it's like, all right, you mentally just prepared for the 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden it switches, and you're like, oh, what? Like, I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people in the NBA are just ready to hit that switch like that. So I don't know if that's it. I'm not giving him an excuse. I'm just saying I don't know.
Facts.
I don't know.
Facts.
I don't.
My guy Nicovellian Theory says Moutier's another project, quiet as kept, just more athletic than Frank. Frank has a visibly higher IQ. What do you think about that? I mean, he is still 21, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he could very much be a work in progress still.
No, he is a work in progress. Like, to be honest with you, I don't see anything changing with Moutier this season. It's all the work. It's gonna be a summer thing, man. I don't think I'm gonna see any big growth from Moutier this season because he needs to get shots up. He needs to be hitting 1,000 shots a day, something like that, and running, and just keep running.
So listen to this. This Mike Vorkanoff, who's I believe he's a reporter with the Atlantic. That's a new local sports blog, I guess you could say, ESPN competitor. It says
what's going on?
Hornacek, when asked, this is he's a beat reporter. I'm reading off his Twitter, his tweet 5 minutes ago. Oh, I'm sorry, his tweet a couple hours ago. Sorry. Hornacek, when asked, says Knicks have given some thought to playing Jarrett Jack again with the struggles of Moutier, but he wants to maintain development as a priority. So we've gone full circle.
Shut up! Oh my God!
Full circle of this in less than a month.
Yo, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm so done. Listen, yo, okay. It takes a lot of things to piss me off. I usually give people benefit of the doubt a lot of times. People be like, yo, fire Hornacek, fire Hornacek. I'm like, boy, I want some consistency from year to year. I don't want to keep firing coaches every year. We just switch a coach out. But, bro, we have 19, 18 games left. Why are we playing Jarrett Jack? Why are you even considering that? That doesn't even make sense.
Why is it even a thought?
That's not even a thought. That shouldn't even be like, oh, I thought about it. That shouldn't even be a thought. What?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I think the Moutier thing, to me, was handled wrong to begin with. My take on it is, yes, it was a low-risk trade. Make buckets, thanks for coming, but, see you later. Bring Moutier in. It was a project. It was a low-risk move, but he never deserved to start from just coming here off the bench. I mean, off of a trade. He didn't deserve to start. You know what I'm saying? Frank was the rookie. Frank was working.
Right.
Trey was working all the way up from the D-League. Those are the two guys that should have had the primary consideration to play. And then, if you see that Moutier's out of shape, he got extra body fat on, whatever the case may be, which still boggles my mind to begin with. But, all right, if you say so, he's out of shape, work him in. You work them in slowly, and it's been a merit system all year, right? We said that with Billy. It's a merit system. So therefore, the guys that have been working and earning that starting slot should be starting. That's just case in point.
you know what the problem is? The problem is thinking long term, right? I feel like the Knicks are thinking long term, kind of like football. They're thinking, all right, Frank is 6'5", Moutier is 6'5". It'd be dope to have a big, tall point guard to start out to check these other point guards who are going to be fast. The NBA right now, they're teetering towards very tall point guards like Ben Simmons. They got Giannis playing point guard sometimes. So you're thinking, you know what, we need 12 point guards. And that's probably why they're even hesitating on even starting Trey Burke. I really feel like if Trey Burke was 6'5", Trey Burke would start.
Oh, he'd be an animal. But that's also because he'd be able to keep his man in front of him. You know, part of the reason is because he struggles with bigger players and also struggles with, keep with foot speed on the defensive end. But I mean, let's be honest, man, that's the hardest position to guard in the league. So, we understand it. So here's this guy, Simon Sharon Gordon off of Twitter, reacting to the potential of Jack coming back into the lineup, and he says, why is it between Jack and Moutier? If development is the priority, wouldn't Ntilikina be in the mix? Hell, even Burke makes more sense than Jack in that regard. I kind of feel like all season long, I think this coach has been under pressure to I think he's been trying to find a balance of, yes, developing players and finding meaningful playing time for the young guys, but also trying to, win enough to have a respectable record to be considered for next year. I mean, at the end of the day, he's playing for his job. You know what I'm saying? He's playing for his job. Listen, I know a lot of fans, they're not with this coach. You know what I'm saying? And I'm off the bandwagon of this coach for the simple fact that, yes, I would like to see some consistency with this team for once going forward in all facets, whether it's front office, coaching, players, etc. But at the end of the day, I feel like this team is just not playing hard for him. And
I was trying to hang on, man. I was trying to hang on. Honestly, I wanted to see some certain things after the All-Star break.
Facts.
And I'm like, all right, because to me, after the All-Star break, we're not in the game. It's a no-brainer. You can't mess that up, I thought. Meanwhile, did Dotson play yesterday?
Dotson did not play. Against Sacramento, I don't believe Dotson played.
He's developing Courtney Lee for the future.
Yeah, Dotson. Let's go to Dotson.
Why are we developing Courtnay Lee for the future? Why? 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 Answer me that. I don't understand that. So I was trying to hold on for Hornacek and have some familiarity for KP to come back to mixing certain sets with him and get the familiarity between pick and roll with him and Frank. But bro, I'm ready. I'm on one train now. Man. Oh, question from Lane Firth from Twitter. Well, first he says VZ gotta go. It was fun for a while. Mm-hmm. But then he also says, do you guys seeing a sign of deliberate tanking? Rotations, examples. No, we are not deliberately tanking. Otherwise, Courtney Lee still wouldn't be getting 30 minutes again.
Facts. The Bulls are tanking. You just saw today. They said that they were warned by the league. They was like, yo, stop resting Rollo and Justin Holiday like y'all some superstars. Yo, they said stop resting Justin Holiday and Robin Lopez. Like, what are y'all doing here? You know what I'm saying? They caught the Bulls flat out in a tank. Race to the bottom, man.
Come on, man. Listen. Give us a shot, Bulls. We lost like how many games in a row? We still in ninth place. We've been in ninth place for 2 weeks, bro. Yeah. And we lost everything.
It's
Come
real,
on,
man.
Help a brother out.
It's a lot of bad teams in this league, man.
Really?
It's a lot of bad teams in this league, man. But yeah, Lane, appreciate the comment, bro. Definitely appreciate the support. That's my man Ceremony, all the way from Australia, man. That boy, he's a loyal Knicks fan, man. Knicks fan, bro.
What's good, man? What's good, Ceremony?
All right, let's go to where you want to go to here.
Oh man.
I mean, they lost, so the box score is really not that commendable. We touched on Beasley. Troy Williams.
Troy Williams?
The only positive on the night, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist, 16 minutes. Mr. 10-day contract. Troy Williams in the building. What? Yo, Troy Williams got bunnies, man, but he's a little too wild, man. Troy Williams
is a wild man.
Yo, he remind me of that dude you play on the pickup team. Like, yo, you gotta tell him, yo.
Yeah, chill, man. You're gonna injure somebody, bro.
Slow down.
He goes in the hole, you step out the way because you ain't trying to catch that windmill to the face.
Yeah, Troy Williams was that kid back in the day. That's the kid you got to tell him to slow down, man.
Hey, man, take a look at. I said, yo, is Troy Williams the second most blackest name in the NBA?
That's that boy Troy, man.
I know we got Draymond Green.
Oh
but
yeah.
Second got to be Troy Williams. If y'all saw the Chris Rock special, you know why I said that. Okay.
Who said that to him? That was Chappelle.
No, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. My bad. I didn't mean to disrespect the king. That was Dave Chappelle. I'm sorry. Faison, Dave Chappelle is funny. You bugging.
Oh anyway. My goodness, man. Troy Williams. So yeah, Troy had a good game.
Back to Troy. Troy had a great game. Troy actually pissed me off in the second quarter. But he got it back in the third. Because Troy, who was this dude? I think it's Cuttington or something. Troy went under the screen and Cuttington hit a wide open 3. You know this guy's a shooter, know your personnel. Why are you going under the screen? And the crazy part about it is it was easier to go over the screen than under the screen in this situation. And for some reason he chose to go under. I don't understand. That was a crazy mental lapse because the guy, he got picked up by the guy by like the foul line. So I don't know. That was peculiar. But in the third quarter, he was playing the pass lanes very well. Got a few steals going. They had like a little flurry happening where the Knicks scored like 9 points, had like a 9-0 run, gave the Portland Trailblazers a little heart attack scare, and Troy was behind it. So yeah, I think it was like Troy and Lance and Frank. I think Kanter might have been a part of that team too. I'm not sure, but yeah, that makes me a nice little push right there.
Yeah, man, made a nice little run, man, for sure. I mean, he certainly plays hard, so he's playing like a man that's hungry for some staying power in this league. So you like to see that. Yeah,
man, you got to reel him in a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely like to see that, man, for sure. Like we said, Beasley, 16 points. Decent game from Beasley. Yeah, I mean, that's it, man. I mean, listen. It's over. Sure. It's over, man. It's over.
Yeah, we getting these picks, man. I know you got. I saw my boy. He just texted me like the top 10 draft picks are all switched up now. All the names you thought were going to be the top 3 are now number 6. The names you thought was going to be in 9 are now flipped.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen on draft night.
Yeah, it's going to change for sure, man. And we should definitely do some shows once March Madness starts up.
Almost there.
Profiling some of the the highly touted, the top 10, to see how they do in the tournament for those that make the tournament. We should definitely do some shows coming up, highlighting those guys so we can get a deeper look. Because I think, listen, man, regardless, I know people say, we can't even tank, right? We're going to be, in the bottom 5. I still think we're going to get an impact player, man. This team needs all the help they can get. And I still think we're going to get an impact player at the end of the day. So I'm okay.
This draft is deep, man. This draft is deep.
Facts.
They got right now, looking at the draft, they got the NBA got Miles, the Bridges, out of the top 10 right now.
That's crazy.
Word. That's crazy.
That's crazy. But even still, we need that wing help. We need the next Lee. We need Lee's replacement on this team.
Yeah, man, we do. I was hoping it was gonna be Dotson or something, but we actually need an actual small forward though. But yeah, I feel you. But right now they got Porter going 6.
Porter going 6. Okay. Well, that's a question mark, man, because of the injuries. Like,
yeah, man.
Nobody knows this kid. It's
a gamble. It's a gamble. I mean,
that would be such a Nick-like thing to do. To pick a kid who already got a bad back, to pair him with the kid who got a bum knee. Fucking
yo, don't pay my boy Frank like that, man. Frank's knee's not a bum knee.
Nah,
Frank don't have
KP.
Oh, KP. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, KP just got the bum knee. That's not fair.
Well, yeah, but
he just got it. He wasn't like he had a history of bumness.
I'm just saying. Let's temper our expectations with Porter. I mean, if he's there, listen, take the best player available and call it a night. That's
problems though. Damn, that problems. Yikes.
Yeah, that's tough. I want to see how he recovered from that. I'm not sure if he came back yet. Let's go back to the Twitter. So my man Juan Vasquez at Made by Juan says, well, pretty much what I expected. Frank's confidence on the offensive side of the ball doesn't match his confidence defensively. He really needs a summer. Moutier, please, can we stop already with him? Burke was surprising, but bad shooting nights happen. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the night. I think Frank is going to be a work in progress. I think Moutier's good. No, I don't even know. I'm not even too sure.
Yo, listen to this. Listen to this Moutier stat, bro. Mm-hmm. Listen to this video from Stephen Bundy. So per 48 minutes, the Knicks are getting outscored by 21.6 points when Moutier is playing.
Atrocious.
Yeah.
And that's your starter.
Which is this is probably why I don't know. The thing with Moutier right now is his defense isn't all that good. And right now, his offense isn't really that good right now either.
Facts.
So, I mean, at certain times, it's like, damn, Frank, hurry up and develop. But they're not playing Frank. They're not playing Frank enough on the ball. So I feel like he might end up regressing as a point guard at some point if he just keep playing shooting guard all the damn time. But
see, the issue to me is a couple of things, right? Is that clearly they weren't confident in Frank being the one going forward. So they wanted to roll the dice with Moutier to see if we could have a kind of a 1-2 punch, Chris Childs, Charlie Ward type of deal where who start, who come off the bench. We have two capable ball handlers. Okay. But if we don't, in the next couple of years with these three guys, you figure we're gonna have these three guys for at least next year.
Right.
Could they be considering another point guard in the draft? I'm not sure. I mean, to me, we got to go wing all the way. But it's like, is the point guard of the future really on this team? I think that's time will tell. Time is going to tell.
I feel you. I kind of feel like at this point, depending on who's available, draft a point guard and flip a point guard for a wing.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I don't know. All right, so my man Ceremony back on the chat. Says, since we don't have a shot, who you dudes back and come playoff time? My pick is Houston. I'm going with the Rockets as well. I'm a CP3 guy. I've been a CP3 guy. I like Harden. I'm going to go with the Rockets as well. I'm tired of Golden State.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rockets.
Golden State need to get humbled, man. I want to see Harden just destroy them. 50-point back-to-back. Like some historic playoff games from Harden, man. I want to see Harden. Of course, I'm be rooting for Melo and them. Yeah, I'm a Melo guy. And between Houston and OKC, got to. What you thinking, Jay? Who you rocking with playoff team? Who's your playoff team?
Same man. I'm tired. It's Golden State is cool, but Rockets are fun. I like to see some new blood sometimes. It's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. Everybody got tired of Jordan winning all the damn time. We like to see some new blood sometimes, make things interesting, especially because Golden State got the super team, and they're the evil villains right now. And,
they just need to be humble, man. Golden State is just not. They don't need to be humble, man. They need to be humble, man.
No, they don't. They don't need to be humble, man. Nah, ball is not about being humble. Ball is about what you wasn't telling James Harden to be humble when he was crossing dudes and pointing. You wasn't saying that then. You wasn't saying Kendrick then.
You know what it is? It's like, man, I was watching old clips today. I seen like Xavier McDaniel and Ewan and them in Oakley. You know, we always hopping back to them tough guy days, but it's like, damn, like we don't got no enforcers in the league. Like you could basically fucking, I mean, you could disrespect somebody to the highest of highs in the NBA, and there'd be no retribution for it, man. That's
Hashtag keep cancer.
Nah, man.
Hashtag cancer.
Ennis, man.
He's stepping to LeBron, bro.
Nah, man.
He's stepping to LeBron. Whatever.
LeBron stepped him aside and with one shove, man. I was a little embarrassed by that.
No, he stepped Frank aside with one shove. Frank is 120 pounds. All right. He's Frank aside. That ain't big. That ain't tough.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah,
you
man.
Know it's true. You know it. You don't see nobody in the Lakers is stepping up. If LeBron pushed Lonzo, nobody in the Lakers is stepping up.
Nobody.
Exactly.
Yo, there's no enforcers in this league anymore. No enforcers in this league.
Aaron Flowers just punched the dude, tried to punch a dude that was 7 feet tall. Man. I don't know.
Straight haymakers, man.
He tried it.
Straight haymakers, man. Shit. So damn. Probably that's about it, man. It's another loss. And that's about it, man. It's quiet tonight on the chat, but it's all good, man. We definitely appreciate everybody's support so far.
Word. All three of y'all.
Yeah. Live stream is looking dope. Yeah, listen, man. It's only 3 tonight. It's gonna be 300 eventually, man. We keep working, bro. We on the grind. So
yeah, most definitely.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in on the chat. We will be back. Let's see. What's the next schedule, Jay Ellis? I think it's the 9th. What day of the week is that?
The 9th is 2 days from now.
So that's Friday, right? Friday the 9th? March 9th. Rest in peace, B.I.G.
Is that Friday?
Thursday or Friday?
Let me see.
It's a Friday. Friday night.
Oh, it is a Friday.
Do it just to get there. You already know, man. So,
alright.
Yo, until next time, my dude. Appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channels. Make sure y'all follow us on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the support. We'll get back to y'all Friday, man. Let's get some more people in here Friday.
All that.
Lines up. Yo, let's go Knicks, man. Peace.
Peace.